Okay. Hi, y'all. I know there's a little lag in the beginning, so hopefully I'm not just sitting there looking at y'all, but I had to fix it because it was having a little connection issue. But welcome, y'all. Hi, I am on here late today. I'm so sorry I'm on here so late. Y'all know I like to get up early, but today I had to go grocery shop and do all that stuff. I had to get stuff ready for the home first, so I did have to be a little late today. I apologize. Um, I like to catch people when they on the way to work in the office and all that good stuff. So hopefully this little time slot still works out for my supporters. All right, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me go ahead and plug this phone in as well. All right, make sure y'all like the lives for me. So the way that we do it, if you're new here, if you're watching me on TikTok, I'm also up on my YouTube channel. And this will be time stamped. It will be saved. So the order that we go in order of first come, first serve. So you drop your signs in the chat, and then that is the order in which we will do the readings. We got Leo on YouTube. Hey there. Happy birthday. Are we still in Leo season? Happy birthday to the Leos. Yes, we are. Sorry, days be going by so fast, child. I don't be knowing what's going on. But yes, it just stuff be going by so quick. All right, y'all. Keep dropping your signs in the chat. Okay, we got Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius. Keep dropping those signs, y'all. Got a Pisces. Let me make sure I am missing. I don't want to miss nothing. We got Pisces. All right, Capricorn. Those of you that are asking any personal questions, the way we do any personal questions during the live, you can do the $5 Cash App questions, but otherwise we are doing general energy for each zodiac sign. So that's how we're going to do it. My Cash App, my YouTube, my Twitch, TikTok, all that stuff is the same exact username. All right, so EeshUrHeartOut, it is the same username. Twitch is EeshUrHeartOut official. But if you find the other one by mistake, that is still me, so at least you won't be getting scammed. Really quick, before we get started, the new deck is here, you guys. The new deck is here. It is here. All right, gotta show it to all the screens. All right, so the deck is here. It is available. It's $35 plus the shipping. It is in my store. It came out very beautiful. I love it. The printer is also very quick, so we will be able to get more. I'm currently also working on a 66 card Oracle deck. I got the concepts written, so I just had to come up with what kind of imagery I want to do, and then do the definition cards and things like that. But we will have an Oracle deck to match the tarot deck. All right. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate the compliment. Marissa said, what would I do if I sent $1,000? I would spend it. I will take it and spend it. So my Cash App is in the bio. If you want to do that. So it is up to you. Okay. Sorry, y'all. So we will be using the deck today. We will be using it today. All right, so far we just got Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn. Keep on putting your signs in the chat, y'all. I know I'm a little late today. I normally get on here earlier in the day, so. Shout out to Turkey. You have a swell in your armpit? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, sir. I'm sorry. I used to have to take this. I used to have to use prescribed deodorant to stop me from sweating, and it would swell up my sweat glands sometimes. So I don't know. Maybe it's your deodorant. Maybe it's something you put down there or under there. Something you put under there. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it gets better though. Keep dropping your signs, guys. We just got 5 signs so far. Because I know in about 5 minutes, somebody going to say, oh, why you didn't do so-and-so. So. Okay, I'll put Sag. Yeah, y'all can always request any type of sign, y'all. Yes, Leo is going to be first today. Y'all can really, like, if you want to know something about your kid, you can put their sign. If you want to spy on your baby daddy, you can put his sign in the chat. It's not my business. It's not my business. So, y'all can put any sign you want to put. Okay? Any sign you want to put. All right. Okay, we got Virgo, Libra, Aries. Okay. Oh, wait, let me make sure I didn't skip nothing above Virgo. I got Gemini. Yep. Okay, Virgo, Libra, Aries. All right. All right, y'all. So far we got Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sag, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Aries. I can tell something's missing, but I don't know what. And we will cross that bridge. Let me see. We don't have Taurus and Scorpio. That's interesting. There are polar opposites. So Taurus or Scorpio. All right, Taurus or Scorpio. Are the Tauruses going once, going twice? And put Scorpio first. It don't matter. It's the last 2. All right, well, let's put Taurus, Scorpio. All right, so we're going to get started, y'all. Again, just really quick, the order is Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sag, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Aries, Taurus, Scorpio. Oh, we have a Scorpio first. I'm going to do Scorpio 11 and then Taurus will be 12. So Taurus will be last today. All right, y'all, we're going to get started. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Each reading is going to be about 10 to 15 minutes. If you guys are on TikTok, this will be up on my YouTube, timestamped and saved. If you miss your sign or if your sign is low down the list, you have to come back or anything like that. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with Leo first. Oh, wait, did I write the timestamp? Let me make sure. All right, Leos. Happy birthday to Leos. Hold on. We got a scammer in the TikTok. Wait a second. We got to get them out of there. Don't get scammed, TikTok. Y'all know I always give y'all that disclaimer. Do not get scammed. Don't DM nobody on TikTok for nothing. Don't listen to them people. I'm not going to DM you. If there's any other pages of me DMing you, that is not me. All right, let's get started. I will give that disclaimer again. So, sorry if it becomes repetitive. All right, Leos. What is the center of the reading for my Leos? Let's see. What's the center of the reading for the Leos here? Okay, order. All right, bringing order to things, making sure things are organized. This can be planning. If this is something around the house, making sure everything's in order around the house. You got your groceries, you got your house clean, things like that. Making sure that certain things are taken care of prior to other elements or other situations in life. All right, so order. All right, what role do you play here, Leo, in this situation? Okay, voice. All right. So you're going to be a prominent, whatever you're saying is important today. Whatever you are talking about is important. Yesterday I did a reading for Sag and it kept mentioning Leo in it. And I do realize what it was for me with a Leo. So I just want to throw that out there. But You are voice. So what are you discussing here? What are you saying that is important today, Leos? Okay, knowledge. You're talking about the you already know something. You have good information. You know what to do. So I don't. You could be teaching somebody this. All right. So what do you have knowledge about here, Leos? You have the experience. Okay, you've got resistance and style. So if there's any thing that you're talking about with another individual, you're like, yeah, if this is a person, you're just like, yeah, I know how to resist that cancer. You need to hold back from that cancer. It could be very tempting. If you have cancer placements, right? So say you're a cancer rising, there may be like a habit that you have out in public and you're like, you know what, I know that I shouldn't go out to the bar because I'm going to drink or something like that. Or if you have a cancer moon, that could be an energy where you're like, okay, I need to, maybe I'm too closed off, or there's a habit that you do with people that you're close with. But I feel like literally you're like, yeah, I know to resist that, or I know to hold back on that. That's basically what you are talking about. Okay. If it's not an actual cancer, you're like, I shouldn't drive right now, or I shouldn't really go down that path. I know I shouldn't go down that path. That's not really for me. So this is what you're talking about. You're smart about it. You're intelligent. You know what you're talking about. All right. What other energy should you be in here, Leos? Okay, focus. Yeah. So I feel like this is what you're talking about. You're talking about what you need to resist. Something that is it could be temptation. All right. What else is best for you to focus on here, Leo? This could also be like if there's a child involved, the energy of when you want to give your child everything that they're asking for, things like that. That could be something that you're resisting as well. Or like, a kid is throwing a tantrum. You're like, okay, I got to ignore that kid. Or, it's something. It could be something like that too. All right. What do you know to focus on here, Leos? Or what are you going to focus on? So you got defiance, inspiration, and hustle. And then inspiration again. Okay, so now I don't know if there two Aquariuses sharing money or something like that. There could be two Aquariuses that are married, sharing money, working together. I feel like too, there is going to be something significant if there is no, oh my goodness. Let me hide you. You need to calm down. Guys, wait. Because they're saying, why am I begging for money on live? Do y'all know that YouTube pays me? If y'all don't give me anything, YouTube pays me to do this. I'm monetized. That's how this works. And do you know what else? The comment that you're leaving over and over and over again to tell me to not beg for money on live is what pays me. You're leaving comments. That jumps the algorithm for me. That makes it look like people are interacting with me. So they're going to say, oh, yeah, she's got a lot of comments. Let's put these ads on her video. That's how business works, guys. That is how, that's how the platforms work. And then on top of it, if you're irritated by this type of content, you're going to just keep seeing more of it. That is why I'm here, guys, because I'm here to teach people that you design your own life. Okay, this man or this person is probably a man. But you are designing your life to see things that you don't want to see. That's it. Okay? So we're going to hide you because I don't even know what that means. Open your stars. That didn't make sense. So we're going to hide you so you can calm down. But thank you for the comments, though, because you did push this video for me. And you gave me a good clip. So we're going to clip this. And let me clip you. What time is it? I'm going to write that down. It's 13 minutes, 14 minutes. Sorry, Leos. Y'all know I gotta entertain the trolls. That's how we're able to be here today. Okay. I will be posting that. All right, so there is either two Aquariuses sharing money together. I feel like this is what you need to focus on. I'm also getting two Leo. Aquarius is opposite of you, right? So These could be groups of people that you're around. I feel like you're gonna notice something about one group of people supporting another group of people. All right, that's one thing I'm getting. Or like what group, there's something interesting about what group makes the money and what group is spending the money. All right, but I'm also getting too, there's something about focusing on, now we do have defiance, so we're going to figure out what that part is because that is there. But the element is like two Aquariuses, two groups of people together, maybe two different families merging together. I don't know. This is random, but if you're talking about like marriage, you know how, I don't know if the topic will come up where they talk about like back in the day, marriage was about merging of resources. So I don't know if this is what you're going to be talking about or something along those lines. Because that could be what you're discussing. Like you used to merge together to, own land together, things like that. So there could be something you're discussing in that realm. All right, but you do have focus as your advice. So we're going to get the tarot. My first time using the deck. All right. You said that person just didn't want me to give Leo the message. Now, they just be on here troll. I don't know what they be wanting. I don't know why they troll like that, honestly. I don't know what they get out of it. All right, let's get 8 cards here. They're pretty slippery. These are brand new, y'all. So, bear with me. High positive light. Thank you for the gift. And we do have all the signs on the list. So I will let y'all know the list after this. All right, let's get 8 cards here. Okay, so somebody is literally giving you a message or a piece of advice. Now, you came out as voice, you could be listening, but we're going to clarify what this is. But I feel like somebody is literally presenting you a message. They're telling you, hey, walk this way, walk away from this. That is what's going on. Something is also becoming more mature here as well. So there's like a better mindset. All right, I see like somebody may even invite you somewhere to like a celebration, and this is where you're talking about this. Let's continue. Yeah, the 8 of Swords, 10. Yeah, okay, so there's a mindset about groups of people. Okay, so there's a mindset about groups of people and families, and it has to deal with their decisions when it comes to work. It definitely has to do with their decisions on what they're building, working on. So I don't know if you're talking about like generational wealth or like, okay, everybody in the family does this for a living. All right, you do have the Lovers coming out, so this is your communication here. It could be a Gemini if you're dealing with a Gemini. Thank you. They are available in my store, guys, so they are up. They're upside down. I'm really just waiting on the second deck that I had to order to replace one of the instruction cards, but they're ready to go. All right, so there's a perspective on families or like communities here. All right, so what do we notice about this group of people, Leo? There's the 5 of Swords. There's defiance. Okay. What are they going against? And what are they doing instead here? So this is the thing. They want to make sure that something is legalized with the Justice card. So there is something about making sure something is legalized. Something has to be on paper first, and that's what we're doing. I'm also getting to this group of people there. If you're wondering about like communities working together, they're not allowing one person to be more successful than the other. You know what this looks like too? You know how they talk about like different cultures and like certain cultures will bring their kids up, right? Like they'll start a family business and then their kids are working in the business. Or certain cultures, I'm trying to be very, y'all, people know who I'm talking about, but there are certain cultures and certain races of people, when they start a business, that is their family, their friends, all of them get to work together. So I feel like you're talking about like, you may talk about like nepotism, and it's like that's the difference between that community and then there's another community where one person is successful and the other individual just watching them. I feel like too, if you're thinking about something, like that you want to create or do yourself. The discussion is about there are people who create or present something out loud to people, and then there is the people who watch. So I feel like that's the difference. There's somebody who's here, they're like, okay, I'm going to share information. I'm going to go out there and make sure the information, the energy is on me, or people are paying attention to me, right? And then versus me watching somebody else. All right, so this is the Six of Wands. So I feel like there is something going on here with that energy. Let's see what else you have knowledge about here. Okay, yeah, the Hermit. You've already experienced this. You've already dealt with it. You've already been through it. You know exactly what to do here. All right, this is Virgo energy. So you've already experienced it. If you're wondering, like if you're having a conversation with somebody and you end up questioning yourself or your belief system, you are right. All right, so don't question what you're saying. You are right. You learn this from experience. You know what you're doing. All right, let's clarify that inspiration and hustle real quick one more time because I can see it here. But yeah, you already have the information. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. It's something about spending money here. So here you go. I see you spending money. I want to show y'all card, Leos. That's your card, strength card. So I do see you you're putting money into something so that you know something will be worth it, or you're investing in something so that you can be happy in the end by yourself. You're willing to spend money so that solo something will work out for you. Yeah. Okay, and you got the death card. All right, so let's see what else is this over here. You're literally, so your energy, you're spending money so that you can resist. It's like the thing that you know to resist, or the thing that you know to hold back on, you're putting energy, time, and effort into that. That's interesting. I'm not sure. I want to figure out what that could be, but that's interesting. All right, and then yeah, there's the Hierophant. So I feel like for some of you, you're putting money into. Some of you are giving money to a Taurus. Again, this could be your child. Some of you have to put money into something that you like, a court order. I'm also getting to, there's an element where it's like, okay, I'm going to invest in this or put time into this, and that can build a border for you or stop you from doing something else. So what do I mean by that? It's like, say you put time and energy into going into the gym, right? Ooh, this oil is falling in my eye. I'm gonna have to get that. So say you're putting money into a gym membership. You're like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym instead of going out and drinking and smoking and blah, blah, blah. That's how I put money into something to help me resist. All right, but you are going to have this conversation. You're going to talk about this. If somebody challenges what you're saying, you are not wrong. Okay, you're not wrong, Leo. I can't stress it enough. Just know that you know what you're doing. All right. I feel like too, this could be something where you're investing in something for later when you get older. All right, so you're giving, I feel like too, you're giving something to a Taurus so that a Scorpio will be happy, or you're putting something away so that in time it will change and invest, or it'll grow for you. All right, so that is your energy. Do not, I'm also getting to, this may come up because what you're saying is, you know, you need to resist something. You know, you need to hold back from something. So if somebody's like, oh, you know, you could do this, that, and the third, you know that you shouldn't, and you know that it could derail you from whatever you're working on. All right. All right, so that is Leo. I'm going to have to wipe. This oil is dripping from my hair, so I got to fix that in 1 second, and we are going to do the next sign. Thank you also for the compliment on the cards. The cards are available in the store now, guys, so make sure you get them. I will be shipping cards out tomorrow. I'll be shipping the decks out tomorrow. Thank you, Insight. All right, BRB. Hold on 1 second, y'all, so I don't go blind. Okay. All right. So that was Leo. The next sign is Pisces. We got Pisces next, y'all. My daughter always makes fun of me for being too greasy. And that oil fell right in my eye. All right, let's see. She's like, don't touch my phone. All right, let's see. Okay, insight. You can give the compliment. Just don't turn creepy. All right, Pisces, let's see. Just don't be creepy about it. All right, what is the center of the reading for my Pisces here? Let's see. What's going on for the Pisces? All right, respect. You could be dealing with a Taurus, or these are like rules, regulations. All right, what role do you play here today, Pisces? What role do you play here today? Okay, intuition. All right, so you are following your gut instincts. You are trusting yourself. You're trusting your inner, guide. All right, what is your intuition telling you here, Pisces? That's good energy to be in. I always like that. Okay, so your intuition is telling you that's to have a good perspective or a good attitude towards something, or your intuition is going to tell you that something is all perspective. Okay, thank you. All right, perspective on what, or having a good attitude towards what here? Interesting. Mood. Okay. Got mood, change, and fight. So you're going to know that a perspective on sadness or regret, or a perspective on what maybe, it could be like regrets or shame. Like that's all perspective. I'm also getting to, if you're like, okay, how should I view this? Do I need to go into something sad, or do I need to go into something happy? You're like, okay, this is all perspective on why this would make me sad. Okay, what else would bring shame or sadness here, or typically, or what is it supposed to be, or blah, blah, blah. Okay, courage and strength and vision. So we got Leo here. Okay, Leo again. Okay, so there's something about a Leo having the courage to see themselves, or like to observe something within themselves. If there's no Leo involved, y'all know Leo is our pride, our ego. So literally the courage to look within, or the courage to see ourselves for who we are. Now, some people, there's truth, literally the truth to see ourselves. Some people, there may be two Leos dealing with one another. Maybe a Leo can see themselves in the other Leo, or something like that. But yeah, there is the courage literally to see something within ourselves. And should you be ashamed of it, or should you have regrets? No, you can implement what you learned about yourself and move forward. All right, let's see what else. What are you going to do with this information, Pisces? Thank you for the gifts. Okay, so you've got resistance. So let's remember, in the Leo reading, we did say that they know to resist, right? We already said that. So you're going to also resist something for yourself. So what are you going to resist here? And that's because that Leo was able to see the truth about themselves. So you're going to resist. You got luck and dominance. I feel like you're not going to allow time. Okay, there's defiance and style. Okay. You're not going to allow time to control something, or you're not going to allow things outside of your control to have dominance over you. I'm also getting to, if you're worried about like age or anything like that, you're like, I'm not going to allow my age to dictate what I can and what I cannot do. All right, so let's see what else we got here. So y'all know instinct, intuition, the high priestess. Those are my favorite cards in the deck, because that means you are able to trust yourself, right? All right, y'all know these cards are new, so they slippery. Give me a second to... At least you can see they're good, good quality card there. It's like a real card. All right, let's see. Let's get 8 cards here for you. There's the Hierophant, came right out. That's the Hierophant. That's respect. That's what we were talking about. So Taurus energy. There can be a Taurus involved. So I will Okay, so somebody is, okay, this person expresses themselves by teaching. They like to teach people. There's like plans being coordinated. All right, the King of Pentacles. I'm also getting two, we're talking about something where there's creative expression that helps somebody calm their body down, get their body together. All right, so we got the King of Pentacles, a lot of earth energy. So you could definitely be dealing with a Taurus. Oh, wait, that's supposed to go there. Oh, wait, no, that's here. Sorry. I was like, there's a card missing. All right, so the Page of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and then the Tower. Okay, yeah, it's all perspective. This is what it's going to tell you. It's like self-expression is here. So I'm also getting to, somebody is able to, they created something. It's here in the information. It's written in stone. They came up with their own rules and regulations. All right, they're able to present it, and I feel like it looks like they're presenting it in a more calm manner. And you have the Two of Pentacles in the Tower. So one thing I will say too, you have two, and you have two pages. So 2 is intuition here. Let's see what the Tower is, because it's all perspective. Your perspective may change like out of nowhere. Like you may experience something and you're like, oh shit, okay, that makes sense. So what was your old perspective? I feel like it's going to be like a shift here. The Seven of Swords. Okay. So that could be like why it used to look like mood, like somebody should be ashamed, or so you may have thought somebody was taking a shortcut, copying something, or stealing something. I will say that if this is you observing another individual, to me, it doesn't look like they stole anything. It looks like they created something based on their own resources that they had. Okay, we're going to continue. So you used to view something as a Seven of Swords, somebody being sneaky or taking something or stealing something. Okay, how will you view this now? Wow, the Star. Yeah, you're like, wait, that's not sneaky. Something can also be inspiring. I'm also getting two, just the way this looks, right? It's like when we said, so you're witnessing somebody that has the courage to see the truth, right? They have the courage to see something. The way this is depicted, this woman can see somebody taking from her, right? So this, you could be regretful about this happening, or regretful that somebody got away with something, or you could look at it like, okay, I'm glad I saw that occur. Now I know. I'm glad I got that information. I'm glad I witnessed that. Now I know what to do. Now I have a different perspective and I can understand how to move forward. All right, I feel like too, there's an energy. Yeah, perspective. The Star is perspective because it's Aquarius and they can see from a higher standpoint. They are the last air sign. All right, so they have encompassed all of the signs before them. They're the second to last sign. You're the last sign, Pisces. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is what it's pretty certain. It's like, okay, this is a good thing for me to see. This is a good thing for me to figure this out. All right, you got the Star. I feel like too, if you felt like something was being stolen or taken from you, you'll get it back. It will be restored. All right, so let's see what you're going to resist here. So what's going to be your energy and resistance? Let's see. Okay, you got the Devil card, so that's Capricorn. This card came out real scary, y'all, but that's the Devil card in this deck. Joe scary. All right, so you're going to resist. I feel like you're going to put certain rules and restrictions on yourself. If there's any Pisces out here with I know the Pisces on here, she has a Capricorn rising. So this is Capricorn. All right, so if you have Capricorn placements, this could be wherever it is in your chart, but it is Saturn ruled, and you are going to put like restriction on yourself. But let's see what else you're going to resist. Okay, Six of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So now, just for example, I know specifically that she's a Capricorn rising, right? This is her rising sign. This can be something out in public, all right? So it's like, okay, well, I don't really want to do this out in public, or I don't want to put this out there yet, or I don't want to say it just yet, things like that. Yeah, there's the Nine of Swords. All right, so yeah, there's that control energy, like worrying, and then the Moon. So I feel like too, you're like, I don't want to worry about the unknown. I don't want to worry about things happening later on. I feel like too, luck with the moon is like a cycle. So, oh well, women are, you know, it could literally be your cycle or something like that. But it's like a cycle. All right, you got the Four of Wands, and let me see, and then the Magician. Yeah, don't allow, you know what else too? Um, for me personally, when it comes to manifestations, I know a lot of times you'll see, because this is something I used to kind of pay attention to, when it comes down to like working with the moon, like when people talk about the full moon, the new moon, things like that, manifesting and releasing, you guys can manifest literally at any time of the day, at any week, any month, whenever you need to get something done. So there could be like that. I feel like that's what you're talking about with luck and dominance. Like I don't need to allow like time to control when I do something, or I don't need to worry about something out of my control that I just can't deal with. So for you, you guys know to be in the devil card, you know to put a restriction on yourself and to conserve something. You know what rule to put in place for yourself. That has nothing to do with anybody outside of you. All right. The moon can also be Cancer, which is your opposite polarity. So that could be people that are opposite of you, kind of don't allow that to control what you're doing. All right. But don't forget, today you guys came out as instinct, which is really good. So I like that energy for you guys. All right, so Cancer is next. So far we did Leo and Pisces. If you're watching TikTok, this will be up on YouTube. It will be time stamped, y'all, okay? So yeah. These are general, guys. These are general. So I'm not ignoring nobody. But personal questions are the $5 Cash App questions when you guys catch me live. Also, if y'all join as a member on YouTube, you do get a monthly question. So y'all can do it that way as well. And I need to do some career and love readings for my members this weekend. So I'll be doing that. Hey, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So I will be doing that this weekend. Maybe today. I got to see. It's late already. I was trying to be early. I woke up early. I had to go to the store and it pushed back my schedule. Because my time is going by very fast these days. All right, y'all. We're doing Cancer. If you just now joined, the new deck is in. It is in my store. Y'all can pick it up if you'd like. It's $35 with the shipping. All right, plus shipping, I should say. Plus shipping. So that is the deck. It came out beautifully. We will be using this as the main deck from now on. And I am working on my 66 card oracle deck as well. So I do have the concept for that. And I'll be working on that. So we'll have that soon. Decks are shipping out. Tomorrow is when I would like to ship them. I am waiting for my second order to come in. All right, so what is the center of the reading for the Cancers? What's the center of the reading for my Cancers here? Okay, superstition, worry, nervousness. It could be something that is not real. Worrying about something that's not really there. Okay, but what could we be worried about here? Okay, because some people are worried about a literal Gemini. There is a superstition around sex or sensuality. There is a worry about literal sex. There can also be an energy where we don't trust the opposite sex. All right, whatever gender you are. All right, so what role do you play here, Cancers? Let's see. What role do you play here, Cancers? Okay, truth. So you see the truth about whatever this is. Okay. Okay, what truth do you see here? What do you see? Interesting. Defiance again. So I feel like the truth you see is like envy or spite. You're like, the truth behind this is that somebody is envious or spiteful or disrespectful. Okay. Uh-oh, here's the drama. Okay, so who's envious or spiteful or... Okay, we've got fluidity. What do they hate? Or what are they going against? So it could be a water sign. Yeah, order. Something's going against the order of things, like how something is actually supposed to go. There is a superstition surrounding the genders or a Gemini or a superstition around the mind. And what it is somebody hates how something is supposed to go, and you're going to see that. So, or somebody, I feel like too, if there's an individual and they're like, well, I just like to always go with the flow. They literally hate order. They don't like things to be organized. They don't like things to be put in a certain place. All right. How is something supposed to go with order here? Strength. Okay, there's a Leo. We got Leo, Libra, and then potential. So if we're talking about, like, we're literally talking about like the zodiac, right? Leo and then Libra. Leo is an energy where that is ourselves. We know ourselves very strongly. And then Libra is relationships, right? So you would know yourself very strongly, and then you would be able to partner up with people, talk to people, get to know other people, because you know yourself so well. So you would know where to go, where to hang out, what kind of food you like, what's your hobbies, things like that, right? If we're talking about people, the order literally, it was a Leo and then a Libra, and then there's an earth sign. Let me get one more card. And then mood. Fire, air, earth, water. So something is switched. Because typically when you're looking at astrology, it's fire, earth, air, and then water. But in this case, something is fire, air, earth, and then water. So it's switched. So that's the superstition about Gemini energy, the superstition about our beliefs, or the superstition around how our mind works. So the way something's supposed to go, okay, I desire this thing. I'm going to think about how to get it. I'm going to decide how to get it. Now I see the physical resources, and now I'm going to see whether or not I actually want it or desire it. Okay. I'm also getting there's a reason. Ooh, why not in here? There is a reason that somebody is having regrets or losses, and they don't want to, I guess, admit why. It is the way they're doing something. Okay. What other energy should you be in, Cancers? Let's see. Okay, mystery. So I feel like when you see this, keep it to yourself. This is something for you to notice to yourself. So this may be a scenario where you want to point it out to somebody. Shout out to South Africa. Let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Hold on, y'all. Let me get, when the weirdos come, we got to mute them. I don't. All right, let me get 8 cards for you, Cancers. Let's see. Hopefully I can see what you're witnessing or how you see it. So you got the 9 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. So Leo did come out as being the Hermit. They knew what to do. They have the information. They know what to do for themselves. So the Leo is looking back on a time when they knew what made them happy, the 9 of Cups, or they're looking back at a time where there could have been indulgences, like they know what they enjoy. They're like, okay, at this time, this works out for me. I know that this will work out. I remember this experience. I know how this is going to go, literally. All right, so yeah, there's the King of Pentacles, so they want to kind of hold back. They may even be they might have found out a way to save time or save money. This can also be something where they know something about their bodily health here. Okay. 8 of Wands. There's the Lovers. So there's the Gemini energy. Queen of Cups. And then the 2 of Wands. All right. So I'm going to show y'all that I feel like there is a superstition around the genders. It's masculine versus feminine. All right. I feel like, too, there's something about like attractiveness. There's a lot of communication, and that is what makes a woman fall in love, is what we're talking about. Or it's like this woman is emotionally attached to love. Emotionally attached to words. That's what I'm getting here, like an emotional attachment to words. Okay. If we're talking about the genders. So what actually occurred with Leo? Because I see Leo right here. I see their energy. So what ended up, what's the order that something is supposed to go in here, or what caused, it's like something causes the regret. So you got the world. Yeah, there's the Leo, literally. You need to know yourself first. There's a King of Swords. We talked about them resisting. There's the Nine of Wands and then the Ace of Pentacles. And then there's your opportunity. There's mood. This is really like word for word, like the same thing. So this is the thing, right? The issue here that you're going to see, like I said, the Leo knows what makes them happy. The Nine of Cups. They know to resist something. This Leo also is realizing that they caused a loss here. You're watching it, so there's nothing for you to say about it. What do they regret? Okay, yeah, the Hierophant. They regret something with a Taurus. Okay, so there is a Leo they regret either. Okay, let me slow down. I want to put everybody's business out there. It's real specific. Somebody may regret like a child that they have. But what they have to realize is that was their decision. So that's what this is about. Somebody's like, wait, you made that choice. That's what we're talking about. So somebody hates the fact that they're responsible for something, and we're going to figure out what they do instead. So somebody is upset about either working with somebody, like something was their choice and it deals with a Taurus, or it deals with like court systems. If it doesn't deal with something like that, it is a level of like rules and regulations that they set for themselves. So this is your own regulation. This is why you are regretful. It was your own regulation that you set up. It is something that somebody decided to do on their own. I feel like too, something was already completed, or they would have been done faster. What do they wish they would have done here? Do not message them, y'all. It's a spam. It's a scammer. It's a scammer. A lot of scammers. The scammers is coming out TikTok. So that means there's going to be some fake pages of me soon. Do not answer any DMs from me. That is not me. Okay, let's continue. All right, what does somebody wish they would have done here? So this is the truth. It's about like something is your own decision. Yeah, they wish they would have waited. The Three of Wands. They wish they would have been more patient. So that, I feel like the superstition around sexuality could have something to do with either like literal sex, because I feel like something produced a child, or there's a superstition around decisions. I feel like somebody doesn't realize that they have control over these choices. So what do they wish they would have waited for here? Okay, the Page of Cups. All right, I feel like too, somebody wishes that they could have, yes, I do charge for the personal readings. They're linked in my bio, but these are general by zodiac sign. But somebody could have wished they would have waited maybe for a Cancer, or for like a confirmation of somebody saying something first. They want somebody to say something in particular before doing it. Or I feel like too, they wanted to wait and see if somebody had a certain perspective. I do feel like somebody wished they would have waited for a Cancer. They wish they would have had a certain element or situation dealing with a Cancer, or a relationship with them, or something like that. What else does this person wish they would have waited for? Maybe like some sort. Oh, I should have said that. All right, leadership. I feel like somebody wishes that another individual would have initiated something. Or wait, who is this? This is Cancer. Okay, this is Cancer. So somebody wishes they would have waited for you, Cancer. Or they wish they would have waited for somebody else to initiate something. All right, so what is somebody doing in fluidity then? Yeah, now they're the King of Cups. So it looks like kind of self-pacifying. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, Four of Cups, and then the Three of Cups. This could be an energy where somebody is drinking a lot, or they keep trying to get back to the energy that they used to have. they're trying to keep themselves happy or keep themselves in a better position. All right, so what would leadership have done or told them here? Or yeah, fight, vision, and strength. I feel like somebody would have actually told this Leo more about themselves so they can actually see themselves. It's like somebody didn't see themselves before doing this or know themselves very well. Let's see what else. I'm also getting to, they wanted to make sure that something was going to have a final result. All right, so what would they wanted to make sure they picked the right result out of all the choices. So somebody kind of rushed to do something here. If there is a child involved, I feel like somebody wishes that they would have waited for like the other parent to like confirm that they're ready for a kid, or somebody may have wanted to wait until they had their job in place for a child. If there's no children involved, like if this is at the workplace, somebody doesn't see how they operate in the workplace. And I feel like it could have something to deal with like a feminine and a masculine coming together, like a man working with a woman and vice versa. All right, so this is what you have mystery though. Just hide it. You can see what's going on. You understand. It's nothing for you to say out loud. You just gotta let somebody figure this out for themselves. All right, because you can see the truth. So I feel like it's an energy. This could also be the type of person when you do point something out, they may get upset with you about it or something like that. All right, or it's just information that you can use for yourself. You can implement that info for yourself. You don't have to share it. All right, so that was Cancer. Aquarius is next. Aquarius is next. If you guys are on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, or I'm sorry, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick, we are up on YouTube. Okay, I finally got some matcha tea, y'all. I haven't had no matcha in a long time. It's good. Matcha tea with some honey and some almond milk. All right, Aquarius. Let's see. What is the center of the reading for the Aquariuses? Thank y'all for tuning in, by the way, and any likes. Okay, leadership. So we're talking about somebody initiating something, being the first to do something. All right, leadership. It could be entrepreneurship, a teacher, an authoritative figure. All right, what role do you play here, Aquarius? Excuse me. Okay, so resistance. What are you resisting, Aquarius? Thank you. Okay, you're resisting healing. Okay, now if this is something in your body or something like that, please don't resist healing. No, I did not do Virgo yet. Virgo is number, what did I say? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's number 8. So you're resisting healing something. There is something you're supposed to solve. If this is your body, please do not resist healing something within your body. Go, get it fixed or fast or get some herbs, something like that. But you just don't want to change something, or you don't want to heal. Okay, what's the issue? Or you could be resisting somebody else's solution. Like if somebody gave you a solution or something like that. All right, what is the current issue here? Innovation. Okay, what is it supposed to be healed into? So manipulation or something? Oh, versatility. No, this is not bad. Like, so the thing is, something is supposed to be like created. Like I don't know if you're creative, like you have all the tools to create something and you're not, something's supposed to grow and evolve and like you're supposed to hold on to it. Yeah, like something's very innovative and it's supposed to be innovative. It's supposed to be created or like maybe over and over again, or yeah, this would be a good thing. I feel like too the issue is not even a bad issue. It's like this is the energy, like somebody has all the tools to make something work. They're just not doing it. So that's not even a real, like something's not a bad problem. What are we able to create or innovate here? somebody doesn't know their own true power. I feel like that's you. So what energy should you be in, Aquarius, for yourself? This must be a mindset. Okay, ambition. So I would be consistent. I would be consistent in what you're able to create. So one thing that I will say, like if you started doing something, there could be, you could have a habit, and I know I have this habit. I'll build something up. Ooh, my bad, y'all. I'll build something, I'll create it, and then I don't think that it's going well, and I'll abandon it. But if I would just stick with it, then it would have grown faster, or it would have grown more steadily. Or like, that could be what you're wondering. So your advice is ambition. Like if you started something or you're working on it, continue working on it, continue building it up. Like for instance, too, or this could also be like, say this is your health, right? You may start going to the gym and then you stop. Like make sure you're staying consistent with something that you're building upon. Also one thing that I will say, I was actually watching a very interesting video this morning, and the guy was just talking about that the difference, and you've probably heard this before, but like the difference between, I guess, the successful people and the other people that don't succeed at something is literally just that those people gave up. So I feel like it's something like that. Like you have all the tools to do something, just continue to make it consistent and continue to build upon it. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Let's see. If you're in resistance, Aquarius, that means like you know that. Like resistance, like I just don't want to do it. You know that you could. Okay, 2 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. There's a 10 of Cups. So it seems like somebody's able to present. It's a good idea to present something to a group of people. It looks like a group of people really like the product or like what somebody is presenting. All right, so people really enjoy that. Okay, 9 of Cups. There's the Empress. There it is. This is what you're resisting. You don't want it to develop into the Empress. This could be a child, Page of Pentacles, like a girl, a young girl, or a child, or like somebody gives something that is material, it's tangible, we can see it, we can use it. Here it is, people like it, this person likes it. So I feel like if this is within you, right, you're wondering like, well, what do I do? What do I focus on? What do I create? It is something that you can use and other people can use it. So it's like a solution that worked for you or something that you needed. It worked well for you. You were able to build it up. You made a good product or whatever. You show it to people. They love it. And then there's the Empress. There it is. It's comfortable. I feel like if you're in resistance and this is coming out, this looks like this may be already happening. You have the 5 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and then the 3 of Pentacles. So where are you at in resistance, Aquarius? I feel like what this person is able to create or what you're able to create and do, it can conflict with, I'm getting the family or like something that somebody learned in school, or like somebody could be mad, oh, you're not using your degree or something like that. I'm also getting to some strangers like something before people that this person knows likes it. There is something with a lot of people involved as well. It includes a lot of people. Aquarius, you are, you guys rule groups of people. So you said what's going on with Libra. We didn't do Libra yet. I just saw that. All right, so we got the 6 of Pentacles. What energy are you in with resistance, though? Because I don't think that doesn't look, that flew out. You're in the 6 of Wands. Okay. What would you be doing if you were able to heal something instead of the 6 of Wands? If this is you, I feel like you're watching somebody else instead of creating something for yourself, possibly. Yeah, the Judgment. Literally this. It's like literally. That's kind of why I made the Judgment card look like that. She got the tarot cards. So, yeah, we didn't do Sag yet. Yeah, there's a High Priestess. I mean, all right, well, if you have an idea or a plan for yourself and you've already made this work before, you've already done something and made it work before. All right, what energy, what's the most important energy for you to be in with Aquarius is? You got the Five of Swords. What other energy are you supposed to be in here? And then we will do the next sign. Yeah, the Hangman. Yeah, it's your perspective. All right, so I like how the Hangman came out. I like that card. All right, so you need to have a different perspective on what you're viewing, because how do you view what's being presented? This is Aquarius. How do you view the scenario? Okay, the Devil card. If you were to open up your mind, how would you view it? Could be a Capricorn energy. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. I feel like, too, you look at something as if it is stagnant or stuck or restricting, but there's actually a lot of movement and it goes by very quickly. Yeah, there's the Tower again. It's something is going to shift. It's going to shift your perspective. I feel like, too, you feel like something is going to stay the same, but it is going to shift. It's going to elevate or change. It's going to go up to the next space or situation. All right, Aquarius. That was y'all reading. That was y'all reading. Stay consistent on something. Really quick, I don't know if any other signs are going to just automatically watch Aquarius, but wherever Aquarius is in your chart, you can apply that. I might make a note. Let me actually put that in the description. And I say that because wherever Aquarius is in your chart, that is where you will draw in a lot of people, or you can communicate easily with a large group of people. All right, Capricorn is next. So far we did Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius. All right, that's up on YouTube. Capricorn is next. And then after that, we got Sag. All right, Capricorns. Let's see. Y'all card came out scary. All right. Sometimes I look at Capricorn as the Wheel of Fortune too, but y'all are the Devil card to me. Y'all card, this is the Capricorn card right here. So y'all came out a little scary, but it's all good. It's all good. When it was up on my screen, it was a big picture. I was like, oh. Like, oh, God. All right, let's see. Let's see. What energy, what is the situation for you, Capricorns? What is the situation for you, Capricorns? Okay, resistance. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. They came out as resistance. Capricorn and Aquarius are both ruled by Saturn. All right, so that could definitely be something that you're dealing with. If you're a Capricorn, you may also have a Mercury in Saturn. Mercury is always close to the sun. All right, so the center of your reading is resistance. In your reading, what is being resisted here? And then we are going to, okay, pride. All right, so we're trying, somebody's trying not to show off, be egotistical, maybe be arrogant. That is what they are resisting. All right, what is your role here, Capricorns? Your role is peace. So you're calm. You're not worried about anything. You're keeping quiet. This could be you resisting pride as well. All right, what energy, what other energy should you be in with Capricorns? What other energy should you be in? Okay, humor. All right. Well, we got to do the TikTok puzzle to prove that I am a human, or that I'm actually here and not just letting it run. All right, so humor. Whenever we get humor, of course, something may be ironic, or, you know, you might see the irony in something, but be happy. It's okay for you to celebrate something. If you're wondering, you know, it's the weekend. If you're wondering if it's okay for you to go out, have a drink, something like that, go ahead and do that. Enjoy yourself. Watch things that are entertaining, you know, things like that. Anything that brings you happiness or humor. Humor can also be groups of people. So if you need time with family, friends, things like that, going out, you know, go ahead and do that. But you may also see the irony in something. You may also see like some, oh, wow, that's ironic. That's crazy. All right, so what else might bring you humor, Capricorns? Okay, be happy with how something turned out. Ambition and attitude, okay, and then rebellion. So we did mention something about that Aquarius coming out. Their advice was ambition. You might find it ironic that that an Aquarius has a perspective on rebellion or something like that, but we'll see. But I'm also getting to, what do you like? Ambition. Maybe you like your job. Maybe you like something that you're building up. You know, do what you enjoy. Capricorns they are like I feel like Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, because they're the earth signs, they do focus on work a lot. Of course, you can be any sign and like your job and like the work and like what you do for a living. But I feel like you like what you're doing. You like what you're building up. All right. So let's see. Let's see here. This is the new deck too, guys. If you're just now joining, it's available in the store. All right, so let's get 8 cards real quick, Capricorns, in your reading. So laugh, joke. Okay, you got the Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Pentacles. All right, so something is scheduled. All right, the Chariot could be dealing with a Cancer, and the Ace of Swords. So I just talked about the Cancer having a new perspective, right? They came out in your reading. Cancer is your opposite sign. No, I didn't do Virgo yet. Oh, yeah, the Ace of, yeah, the Lovers. Literally, a Cancer is having a new perspective on a Gemini, or a Cancer is having a new perspective on masculine and feminine energy. I feel like that may have something to do with you. You already seen it already, the Wheel of Fortune. All right, but we're going to see. Yeah, the Hangman and the Strength. Literally, a Cancer is going to have a new perspective. If these are people, a Cancer is going to have a new perspective on a Pisces and a Leo. A Cancer is going to view a Gemini differently, or view a relationship differently between masculine and feminine because of something dealing with a Leo. This is literally the reading. So you're going to, I don't know if you're going to find out humor in that, or you're going to get like information on that. I feel like you don't even notice this. Even if it applies to you, you don't notice it. Okay. I feel like you taught this Cancer this, and that's why they're able to see it. You taught them this, or you showed them this. Let's see what else we can get. What are you doing? What else are you doing in peace here? Okay, you're the Queen of Wands. All right, so you're, you know, that's a good energy to be in. I like this card too. I like all the cards. I made them, so. But yeah, all right, so peace. You're calm. You're enjoying something. All right, what are you going to do in humor? So I feel like you're going to see the humor in this scenario. You were there, like you could be related to a Cancer or something like that. But let's see what you're doing in humor. The Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you're proving something. You're showing it. You're going to prove it. All right. What else do you enjoy here? You have the information. You're good. Yeah, wow, the King of Wands. All right, so you got the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like, you know, I like this card. He fine, y'all. Look at him. He came out real fine. All right, but anyway, King of Wands. But yeah, you it's something that you like to stay consistent in. I mean, the combination of your cards is really good with that energy. I'm gonna clip that. That's funny. But yeah, so you have a good combination here. You got the Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So it's something you're confident in it. You know how to build something. You can already see the truth in it for yourself. Yeah. These are the same cards. All right, let's clarify what these people have to do with anything. So I feel like you're going to confirm this for somebody. What is the Wheel of Fortune here? Looks like a schedule. Oh, fight. Oh, potential. So you're humor. Somebody challenged you. Somebody challenged you, and I feel like they're going to see that you're right. What did you do? Okay, so that could be why something is humor. You're good to go out, or you're good to have fun, or if this is not about somebody challenging you, right? You could be worried about like time, age, something like that. It like don't do what you like. If you like what you do for a living, somebody's like, oh, you need to take a day off. No, go ahead and do what you like to do. You like to build it, you like to create, or whatever you're working on. You like being consistent here. Or if somebody challenged something that you said and you have evidence for, you have evidence for it. It works, it's right, it's correct. Okay. What is this in the Three of Pentacles here? We got information on what? All right, so yeah, resisting angel and spirituality. That's pretty, yeah. You guys can have Sagittarius placements as well, because you're a Capricorn, is close there. So I feel like somebody's resisting what you're teaching them or what you're showing them. You showed them evidence. You're showing them that is correct. You're showing them that is working. I feel like they're going to see some. Okay, so since they resisted that, what do they see now? Yeah, transition, style, and potential. Now they're going to listen. At first they were conflicted, or at first they were challenging something that you're doing. Now they're going to listen to what you were saying. Now there's inspiration. Now you inspire them. Now you, yeah, and it blocks out a trapped perspective or a superstition, literally. It's going to be a chain reaction. It's something like, so I feel like that's why you can relax, or that's why something is funny, because, yeah, you challenged me on this and I was right. Or I told you this, I taught you this. So I feel like that's why you're resisting pride. You don't want to say, I told you so. What is the Hangman here real quick? And we're going to see what the strength is. Yeah, it's a change in perspective. All right, what is the strength card? Got hustle and fluidity and defiance. We did mention that fluidity does not like order, or somebody does not like something being organized. So there's something with that as well. That came out in the Leo reading. All right, so you guys got humor. Let's see what else we can pull for humor, and then we'll go on to the next sign. What's the result of humor for you? The Magician. You got all the tools to make something work. What do you enjoy? Ambition. There it is. Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Go ahead and create something independently. Go ahead and build on it. There, Two of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. This is dope. I don't know what y'all about to do, but go ahead and build it up, work on it. People will like it. People will invest in it. All right, you may like, you may like to compare, like if we're talking about networking and things like that, you are going to care about the type of network that you're around, type of people you're surrounded by, things like that. All right, good reading for the Capricorns. Sagittarius is next. Let me let y'all know the order real quick. So far we did Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn. And we're going to do Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, and Taurus. Thank y'all. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Okay. Sag is up next. Make sure y'all check out my tarot deck, guys. And the Oracle deck is on the way soon. I'll just be only using, I guess, my own decks. I do still have these hip-hop Oracle decks available in my store. So those are there as well. If you order today, I'll be able to ship your deck out this weekend. So make sure you order them. All right, so let's see. Sagittarius. Thank you for the follows, y'all. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate y'all. All right, what is the energy surrounding the Sages? What's the energy surrounding Sagittarius? Those of you that's on TikTok, this will be up on my YouTube timestamped. Passion flew out, but I typically don't keep the cards that fly out, but Passion flew out. You guys are a fire sign. We'll just keep this in mind in case it comes back out. All right, what is the center of the reading for the Sagittariuses? Let's see, what's the center of the reading for the Sages? Oh, yourself. All right, Sagittarius, yourself or another Sagittarius. If you're a Sag dealing with another Sag. All right, but this is about you today. All right, what about you, Sagittarius? Oh, defense. Okay, so what are you defensive or against, or what are you blocking out? You're blocking out something, you're saying no to something. What are you blocking out here? Oh, okay, self-esteem. All right, that's not a bad thing there. So this is a good combination. You're like, I'm not going to feel insecure. I'm not going to feel offended. All right, that's good. Okay. Or if this is another individual, you're like, I don't want to deal with anybody if you're insecure or offended or anything like that. But I feel like within yourself, you're like, I'm not going to feel insecure. I'm not going to feel, what is supposed to make you feel insecure, or something may normally make you feel offended. Oh, guidance. Maybe you don't fit in with people. Maybe you're not similar to everybody else. This could be a group of women. Okay, well, let's see. All right, we're going to get more energy. What other energy should you be in, Sagittarius? What other energy should you be in? I feel like, too, if you listen to somebody else, maybe some advice they give you offends you or makes you feel left out or different or something. But what other energy should you be in, Sagittarius? Okay, knowledge. All right. Yeah, so you're like, yeah, I'm not going to act like I don't know. So I feel like when you're in self-esteem, that could be a lack of information as well, and you kind of listen to somebody else. So what do you already have knowledge or wisdom about here, Sagittarius? So you already know. Okay, we got resistance and humor. Now, Capricorn had that they are supposed to be humor. Something I see too is somebody is resisting a Capricorn doing something out of love, possibly for you. Or we talked about the Aquarius resisting versatility. So these are tied together, but you will know what this is. I'm also getting to, if you know you need to resist some sort of indulgence or overindulgence, then you know what you need to do. But you have information about this. You don't have to question yourself at all today. You and Pisces are in good energy. Well, everybody had pretty good reading so far. But Pisces is following their intuition. You have information. You know what to do. So you already know what you're doing here. All right, so let's see. Hey, welcome. Thank you for the compliment as well. All right, so let's see. Let's get 8 cards. So yeah, you're not going to feel insecure or offended. Okay, you got the Page of Cups, the Tower, and then the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so literally this is me telling Aquarius to be consistent, or this is me telling Aquarius it's okay for you to build something up or work on something and get it created. Okay, but I feel like somebody's going to present something, saying something very nicely, kindly, and then it just shifts out of nowhere. So we're going to see what the shift is. All right, 2 of Wands. Yeah, there's a 10 of Pentacles, a Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, and then the 9 of Cups. Interesting. We're going to figure out what the Tower is here. So it's like, okay, we're going to present this. I present this idea. I'm going to talk about it. It changes how we view working, or how we view working and networking with other people. I feel like, too, there is a difference between saying something kindly, nicely, in a sweet manner versus saying something very harsh. I do also see, if you are doing something and you're sharing it with a group, there is somebody kind of observing. There could be a Capricorn. We mentioned Capricorn is supposed to be happy, laughter, things like that. But somebody is spying or observing and trying to see where you got something from. But we'll clarify. Let's see. So you have knowledge already. Let's see what the Tower is. What is the norm here with the Tower? Okay, the 4 of Cups. And then what happens unexpectedly? Yeah, the Hermit, knowledge. Okay, so here you go. You could be dealing with a Virgo. So typically you ignore something, or you don't notice something. What do you ignore here? Maybe you don't realize you already have the information. Yeah, judgment. That's funny. It's like, y'all know I'm a Sag, so it would be like me doing readings and doubting the readings or something like that. But in reality, they're right. Or, okay, boom, I know now that I pulled these cards today, right? This is Sagittarius. Now that I pulled these cards, I know to block out insecurity. I know that something is going to trigger me today to bother me or something like that. Right? I already know that I pulled the cards. I already have the information. So it's something like that. Or like, it's like you just are, you normally you ignore something, you ignore the judgment, or you ignore the wake up call, or you ignore the information that you already have, right? You could go back to like 73 minutes, just rewind it to 73 or 74. So yeah, you're actually going to listen to guidance, or you're going to actually listen to the information for yourself, or because you're already coming out as knowledge, you already know what to do. So what have you already experienced? Okay, the star. So we literally, I said resistance was the Aquarius reading, that they were resisting healing, or they were resisting something going from innovation to versatility. So you already know this. Like I said, with an Aquarius, or you've already experienced this where you saw this happen before. Okay, so you've all, yeah. There's the eight of cups and the Empress. That's literally Aquarius's reading, literally. So word for word. So you already know, like if you're dealing with an Aquarius, you already know that they're resisting healing, or like they're not going to change their perspective. You already know that. Or if you have those placements, you guys will see how you see it fit, put it how you see fit. So what are you going to do now that you already know this and you have this information? The Devil card. Capricorn's reading. You may have a Mercury in Capricorn or Capricorn moon. But now you already know this, you're going to set your own standards. Yeah, the Devil card and the Hierophant. You're going to set your own standards and your own rules, or you're going to keep something regulated. You have it set. I feel like to some of you, these can be moon signs or rising signs. Like there can be a Capricorn rising with a Taurus rising, or vice versa for the moon. All right, so this is what you're going to do. This can also be you're going to just work with your person, or like you have one person that you can work with, trust, talk to. If these are people you already know that the Aquarius is going to resist, but a Capricorn, they're down for it, or they understand where you're coming from, or things like that. All right, what else is the outcome for you here? So do not question yourself, all right? So I feel like you're going to look, yeah, you're looking back at all the times where you invested in something or built something up. I see you also going and starting to create something new, all right? You are creating something new. Oh, why was that backwards? You are going to create something new here. Yeah, it's here. There's a Page of Wands. I like this card too. I gotta show y'all some of the cards. They came out so cute. Okay. Let me hold on. We got another scammer. Please, I don't know why TikTok is scam city. My goodness. You did not miss Gemini. I just saw that. Thank you. Thank you for the finger heart. All right, so we're going to do... Oh, Gemini is next, actually. Hopefully she's still here. I don't be ignoring y'all. I be in the thick of things. I be looking at the cards, not paying attention. All right, Geminis. Geminis are next. Let's see. All right, Geminis. Let's see. A little bit of your energy came out in the Cancer reading, so in case you deal with a Cancer at all. All right, Geminis. Ooh, Twitch and Kick look like I don't got no clothes on. Let me put that screen down a little bit. I'm surprised they ain't give me no flag on that. Okay, what's the energy surrounding the Geminis? What's the situation for the Geminis? Thank you, Karma. Okay, vision. All right, so we are able to see something clearly. We are observing. This can be you too, Gemini. You guys are ruled by Mercury. Y'all know left eye was a Gemini. So sometimes it's a Gemini card. All right, let's see. So what are we observing? What do we notice here? Defense. All right, so Sagittarius is your opposite sign. We just talked about Sagittarius blocking out self-esteem. So they're like, I'm not dealing with anything, insecurities, nothing like that. So you could be observing a Sag. They're opposite of you. But we are going to clarify this as well for you too, because it could be something different. But you see what is the blockage? Okay, so what is the blockage? Let's see. Or who, or, you know, somebody saying no to something. Okay, innovation. And then what does that block out? So we have a creative here. Let's see. Yeah, fight. All right. So if this is a person, they're very creative, innovative. They have all the tools to make it work. They're not going to fight or argue with anybody. They're not going to get distracted. So somebody is blocking out distractions. This is what you're going to observe. I'm also getting to somebody is not going to like somebody could be not in a energy where they're going to do like, damn, how do I want to say this? Like they don't get into petty arguments. Somebody's not going to do physical fighting or anything like that. They're like somebody could own a business, or they're very good, you know, they're very high up in whatever they do. I'm also getting there's an energy where I don't want to speak too soon on that. But if it's like anything with hoodoo wise, like somebody has protection magic, things like that. But I feel like, yeah, somebody's blocking out distractions. They're not going to, I feel like too, they're blocking out competition. So if somebody is innovative, they're able to block out the competition. Okay. What other role do you play here, Geminis? Welcome, y'all. Okay, mystery. So you're hiding. When we get hiding or mystery, I do keep it short because I don't want y'all to, we're not going to put out your business. But I feel like you're secretly observing something. All right, what are you hiding here? I'll keep it a secret, but I need to know for the purpose of the reading. Let's see, what are you keeping to yourself, Geminis? Okay. What energy should you be in, Geminis? Okay, you have knowledge. If mystery could be like you feel confused as well, but I feel like you are hiding something. I can see what you're hiding. But what do you have information about? What are you knowledgeable about, Geminis? Self-esteem, resistance, and skill. Okay, so Sag was blocking out self-esteem, right? So if you know that there's something that may trigger you and you feel insecure, you may hold back or resist actually presenting something to people or sharing something with people. Or there could be a situation where if there's insecurities, we don't want to be around an actual Libra. There could be a Libra here. Yeah, knowledge. I feel like somebody, if you feel like, we'll see what may trigger insecurity here. What can trigger insecurity? In this case, oh, a perspective. So it's just how something is viewed. A perspective on what? Courage and humor. Wow. Okay, so courage and humor. So Capricorn was told to be humor, whatever, and the things that they enjoy. So I feel like this is the thing. How somebody is worried about how they'll be viewed by other people because they don't care about something. They're not afraid, and other people are. But when we get courage and humor, this can be like, okay, somebody has the courage to just go out, enjoy themselves. Maybe if we're talking about work or something like that, maybe it could be like the type of role that you play. Somebody's worried about how they'll be viewed in that position and enjoying things in their life, right? So it's like if somebody held me to the standard of, okay, that's a tarot reader, she shouldn't be out at the club, she shouldn't go drink, things like that. And if I cared about that, I would feel insecure, right? But I feel like this is what you're going to realize, like an insecurity is what can stop you from like presenting a skill set, presenting something that you want to show. All right, could be a Libra involved as well. All right, so let's see what else. But you can see that somebody has blocked out competition. That's what you're watching, or somebody has blocked out distractions. So this could be something that you will implement for yourself since you've seen somebody else kind of do that. Yeah, there's humor. This can be another form of humor. Somebody's like, okay, I feel like somebody is presenting something to women as well. They've presented something to women to open up other options. So whatever somebody's presenting, like this product, right? Because we're talking about this innovator, they've presented something to people that give them other options. All right, it kind of opens up their mindset. Let's see, Three of Wands. There's that Strength card again. Hey, they kind of look alike. That wasn't on purpose either. They gotta look alike. All right, so here, Leo's coming back out again. You guys may have a Leo placement. Knight of Cups and then a Two of Pentacles. So a Leo is approaching. Looks like either a Leo is getting approached or they're approaching somebody else. This is what's going on in the reading. But I'm also getting to this person is presenting a product or an item, and it gives people the opportunity to expand their minds and get them to wait. What do people learn to wait for? So it could be like, okay, I'm going to wait for a better product, or it makes somebody wait for this person to talk. Yeah, somebody did block out the competition. Whoever this is, it like people wait for this person. They don't. Okay, somebody I'm not gonna say they monopolize something, but they literally wait for this person to talk because of how they deliver the message is very straightforward or very clear. Okay. All right, what's your energy and mystery, Geminis? And then we'll see what you need to be in with knowledge. All right. Okay. What do you need to be in with knowledge? Let's see. Okay, so you have an opportunity. The way that I depicted this in this deck too, it does say know your worth. All right, so maybe that's what you need to know. Maybe that's what you know already. You know you can do something. You have an opportunity. All right, there's the Tower and then there's the World card. Literally something's going to shift your perspective just like that. Like out of nowhere. Okay. Okay, let's see. So what all of a sudden comes to an end here? It could be like if you're worried about anything, stressed about anything. Okay, you've got the Star and the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So there's the blockage. So they're blocking out a fight or any type of, okay. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. There's your card right there. You could be dealing with an Aquarius as well. You might put an end to some sort of situation with an Aquarius. You know what this is too? You're an air sign. So if we're talking about the air sign, that's our minds and like our logic, the way that we think. So Gemini, you're the very first air sign. So you're the first, like you're the idea. You're the first idea that we come up with, the first thought that comes to our mind, the first decision that we want to make, that kind of energy, right? Libra, what we have here, you're going to know that if you feel insecure about like an idea or a plan or a goal, you're going to resist going to the next step. Libra is the next step. That's where we'll share that idea with other people, or maybe you have to partner with somebody to do it, right? Because Libra is also diplomatic in its partnerships. It can also, since it's ruled by Venus, it's also like the cause and effect of the action or the energy that you put into it, right? The cause and effect of the like the resource that you put into something. So that's our next step. And then we have Aquarius, that's the final air sign, and that would be the perspective of the overall situation that we've created, right? How do we view it at the end? So I feel like you're allowing the Aquarius energy like at the end of something to kind of stop you from even getting to the second step, all right, or the second idea. Now this is a person. Aquarius did come out as like resisting the innovation part, going to Empress. So I don't know if you're going to observe some type of situation maybe with an Aquarius. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, so that's what you're going to observe. You're going to see somebody like, okay, no, I'm actually going to go ahead and heal this, work on this, build this up, things like that. Hold on, let me get some tea. All right, so that's pretty much the reading for you, Geminis. What else is the outcome real quick, and then we'll do the next sign. Okay, you got the Ten of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and then there's the Five of Cups. So there might be some regrets, and then there's the Sun, though. So I feel like you learn, you get knowledge is power is on this card as well. You guys are coming out as knowledge, all right? So do not forget, I do feel like you're going to go through a situation where you're going to realize that you knew what to do earlier on. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. So because your advice is knowledge, you're not coming out right away as though you know. You may feel like you forgot who you know, how smart you are. You may forget like, okay, I experienced this already. I already went through this already. Things like that. So you will learn it at the end. You'll have the information. So you might have to go through a little something, a little trial and error. But you will understand this reading and you will understand that advice at the end of it, okay? All right, so that was Gemini. Oopsies. I hate that Macs do that. They just like, what? They just, you know how you swipe on a Mac and it just, it loses what you had up on the screen? Like, it just goes away. Like, I don't understand why it does that. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see. There we go. Okay. Thank you for the follow and the gifts. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we got Virgo is next. I think somebody was just asking about a Virgo. But we're on a Virgo now. And then we have Libra, Aries, Scorpio, and Taurus. All right. Tomorrow, guys, I think I'm going to try to be on here earlier in the morning. I'm sorry. I was late today. I don't like being on so late. Let's see. All right, Virgos. What is the center of the reading for the Virgos? Center of the reading for the Virgos here. Okay, inspiration. All right, you could be dealing with an Aquarius or literal just inspiration, something inspiring you. All right, but you can be dealing with an Aquarius or large groups of people. All right, what role do you play here, Virgos? Let's see, what role do you play here? That flew out. We'll take it. All right, you got potential. Let me get one more. I don't normally like to take those. Okay, vision. So you're observing something too. Okay, so let's see. So what are you observing? You could be talking to a Gemini about this. Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury. All right, so what are you observing here, Virgos? Fight. Okay, so that's interesting. You can see... So Gemini had vision, defense, and fight. So they could see what was blocking out the fight, right? You could see that what was blocking out the distraction, the competition. You're observing an argument, a fight, a conflict. You're observing the distraction itself, or okay. Yeah, that's the Gemini. All right, so you can see the fight part. That Gemini reading may make sense to you. All right, what energy should you be in with what you are observing or what you see? You might actually witness... Wait, hold on. You might actually witness something. I got to throw that out there. I don't know if you're going to witness an actual fight or a crime or something. Be careful with that. I don't... That just came to my mind. I'm also seeing too, if this is large groups of people, you can see like conflicting energies within that group. All right, what energy should you be in with what you see or observe, Virgos? Okay, you need to accept the truth. You need to accept something as truth here. All right, truth about what? And then we'll see what the truth is. All right, and what is the truth about this? So, all right, so basically somebody is saying something out of emotion. All right, that is the truth. You're trying to figure out why would somebody say that. It looks like somebody's arguing or fighting or conflicted. Why would they say that? They're emotional. They're saying something out of emotion. What is triggering them? Or what is making this person emotional? All right, it looks like somebody's controlling some sort of finances. All right, a Taurus is controlling the finances. That is so crazy specific. I gotta write that down. Hold on, y'all. Anywho's, all right, so something that's making somebody emotional is a Taurus has control over the money, or if there's no Taurus involved, there's like a court order about money, or yeah, oh shit, there's a Taurus right there. Okay, tarot deck, real in sync. That was real in sync. Okay. So there's the Hierophant. So I feel like there's a Taurus controlled some money inflow or something like that. All right, let's get 8 cards. Or there's a court order, or there's a contract that's forcing somebody to do something with some money or something like that. All right. So somebody is going to say something out of emotions. 7 of Cups, the Devil card, the Knight of Swords. So it looks like somebody's going to attack or say something spiteful about a Capricorn. All right, but we're going to continue. Yeah, the Death card. 4 of Pentacles, there's a 3 of Swords. So I see a Scorpio giving a Capricorn money, but it looks like there's like some spite or some anger involved or something like that. Okay. Who do they not want to... Okay, wait. In this scenario, right, it looks like there is an individual who's giving somebody money so that they can keep it away from someone else. Who are they trying to keep the money away from? That's crazy. Yeah. There is a court order. Somebody does have to give money to somebody else. That's so specific. Somebody is also helping. There is a dynamic where somebody is helping to give money because somebody else received something that they shouldn't have. It's like there was a lot of work put in, and then somebody kind of comes in and gets a resource or gets money that they were not supposed to have. All right, so, or I mean, it depends. I don't know if you can say they weren't supposed to have it. It is what it is. They got it. These reads will be so specific, y'all. Hi, welcome. So what is this? What was said here with voice? Looks like somebody's going to be kind of petty as well with it. So somebody's going to say why they cut something off. This is why I cut this off. Somebody is mad at someone else. Somebody's going to be mad at a Capricorn because a Taurus took their money. Or somebody is mad at Capricorn because somebody's mad at the wrong person. That's the best way I could describe it. You need it, that is the truth. Somebody is emotional because somebody controls their money, or somebody else controls their money, or something, some type of commitment. What is somebody going to say with voice? Yeah, they're telling somebody else not to. So yeah, it's a Capricorn. The Capricorn, somebody's going to tell the Capricorn not to create something that they know they can work on. Like somebody's like, no, do not resist focusing on creative, like some type of creative endeavor, or don't focus on that. Focus on this. What do they want that person to do instead? They're like, no, don't do that. And they're just saying it because they're emotional. Yeah, they want somebody to just listen to them. No, follow after what I did. Fit in. Let's see. What do they want somebody not to do? But they're mad about somebody completely different. It has nothing to do with that person. Yeah, there's the Chariot, there's the Nine of Wands, and then the King of Wands. They want somebody to not learn about something. Somebody has experienced something to where they're very confident in it. They want somebody also to, like, they want this Capricorn to compare themselves to a Cancer. Like, somebody wants this person to compare themselves and feel insecure or left out or different. But this person's actually very confident. What do they know how to do? What are they confident in? I feel like somebody knows how to create something really well too. Yeah, Two of Swords and the Empress. Somebody is very creative. They know how to do it. They know how to make it work. You're going to witness this. You're going to see it. It could be a Cancer or whatever, but it's like, oh, that's why they didn't want them to do that. Somebody, they're emotional. You know what else too? The reason you need to see the truth about it is what somebody is saying is not coming out it's not clear. It seems like somebody's trying to give sound like advice to somebody, but that's not what it is. It's like it's competition, or they're upset, they're angry. So what emotion is this person feeling? Because this other individual, they're like, well, I like doing this, or I enjoy doing this. Rebellion and ambition and luck. They feel rebellious. Okay. If somebody's saying like, yeah, I want to do this loophole, or I don't want to do this anymore, it is because there's a rule in place, or there's a regulation, or they're like, let's go against this Taurus or something. What emotion is somebody feeling? Yeah, the Eight of Wands, the Tower, Eight of Pentacles, and then the Hangman. They may even say something really kind of shocking towards the end here. You're going to have to read between the lines in what somebody is saying. That's the best bet that I could give you, like, because it's not going to be very straightforward. What else is the Tower real quick, Virgos? What is the norm, or what do you expect? Yeah, vision. This is not going to be clear. You're going to have to read between the lines, or like somebody could be being passive aggressive or something like that. What else is going to occur? You got spirituality, courage, and spirituality. Somebody is going to, there is going to be like a belief system that gives somebody the courage to continue practicing their belief system. Something that somebody does spiritually will work, and that's going to give them the courage to do it. So like for me, when I use cards, I know that it's going to help me know certain things. So I'm not afraid of tarot. That's why I use it. So it's something where you have the courage to do something. I'm also getting to, if you have faith in something and you're optimistic about something and it works out, that's going to continue to give somebody the courage to be optimistic with that thing that they're working on or building. All right. That was Virgo. Libra. Let's see Libra's energy here. So we got Libra, Aries, Scorpio, and Taurus left. Ooh, that's good. All the honey, all the honey is at the bottom. I haven't had matcha tea in a long time, so I had to drink a lot of herbs to get my throat back together and stuff. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. I just have to fix my lip gloss. Let's see, where did I put? I don't know where I put my lip gloss. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Also, hold on one more second. I'm going to use the restroom while we are on our intermission. Hold on, y'all. Oopsies. All right, I'm back, y'all. Oh, I dropped the card. All right, Libras. Let me change the timestamp. My bad, guys. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Let's use this deck first. All right, Libras. Let's get in y'all business next. Thank y'all for the likes and shares. All right, what's the center of the reading for my Libras? What's going on for the Libras? Okay, guidance, listening to other people, fitting in, things like that. All right, what role do you play here, Libras, in your reading? Superstition. Okay, so you're in superstition right now, so you're nervous or you're a little worried. Okay. All right. What are you worried about, Libras? Okay, change. Some of you may be worried about a Scorpio, or you're worried that something is going to shift or change. Okay. Yeah, you're worried about a Scorpio, or you don't trust this change. What was okay, so what was the scenario before, or what is it currently? You're like, I don't want it to change. Okay, oh, luck. Okay, you're worried literally that your luck will change. Like something could be going your way or something's going really smoothly. What would it change? What are you worried that's going to change into? Oh, okay, fight. Okay. So there's a couple ways I could read this. You're worried about literally like a time change or like time running out. I'm getting to like if something is going your way, you feel like there's going to be competition. Something right now is going really easily for you, or you feel like something's going to. Oh, what? Fight angel and truth? You might feel like you have to compete with a Sagittarius. I'm not going to pull that. I'm not going to pull it. Okay, so what's going easy for you right now, Libras? You're worried about this. You're like, I don't want it to change. What's going easily for you right now, or what's going your way? All right, it could be something dealing with a Cancer. All right, so something's either moving forward very smoothly, or you're dealing or dating a Cancer or something like that, and it's going your way. Yeah, Cancer's perspective of you. Something's going your way. It's how Cancer views you, or it's how people view you, or something like that. It could be, I feel like that's what it is. It's going well for you. They view you in a good light. Okay, why would it change? Why do you think this is going to change? Ooh. Okay, vision. So this could be Virgo and Gemini came out as vision, and Virgo had vision in fight. You don't want, okay, you're worried that they're going to see something about you. Is this your child or something? Maybe you're worried like your child's going to view you a certain way, or a friend, or, okay, what do you think they're going to see? I'm sorry, this is not a great reading, but what do you think they're going to see here? Okay, so there is like some rule or regulation, and somebody's blocking out everybody that does not fit that rule or that regulation. You don't want somebody to see that. Okay. What energy should you be in? Or you don't want somebody to block out disrespect. Damn, Libra, what is this? Mood. What might you regret? So like if you're worried that something is going to shift and it's dependent upon how somebody views you, I mean, okay, what might you regret? This must be a family member or somebody you're dating or something, I guess. Oh, rebellion. So there's a couple ways I could read this. It would be like you set a certain rule and regulation, right? And then you bent that rule for yourself. You're worried how somebody's going to view you because you did not follow that rule. It's like you're telling somebody like, hey, yeah, guidance. That's what it is. You gave advice, or you may have told somebody to do a certain thing or advise them to do a certain thing, but you didn't even do that, or you didn't do it that way. Okay, well, you should be in mood. Let's all right, I'm gonna do your reading a little differently than everybody else's. We're gonna break it down, because if you're coming out worried, I don't want you to do anything like too crazy. What are you in superstition real quick? Okay, yeah, you're coming out the Two of Swords, so you're just not even gonna look at something. You're like, I'm not even gonna look, I'm not gonna pay attention. I'm just gonna, if there's a decision to be made, you're not even gonna make the decision. So, okay. What's working? Let's see. You're like, I don't want them to view me differently. So how does somebody currently view you? Yeah, this is your, okay, yeah, because this is the Hierophant. That's what I was talking about, the rules and the regulations. So somebody views you as a very like kind of like a stoic person, a respectable person. They think you're following the rules. They feel like you may have even created these rules. If this is something dealing with at work, like you feel like somebody really looks up to you like a mentor, you're a great worker, you're solid, you work very well with people. What do you not want them to see? It's not a secret. That's why the way I'm reading it, something is not a secret. So you don't want them to see the Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's something definitely like you're changing the rules for a Cancer, or is very specific to a Cancer. I feel like too, somebody views you as a huge deal. You're a major pillar, or you're a big component of something. I feel like too that you may feel like somebody views you as though you help people or you're assisting people, but really you're leaving, you're walking away from something, you're not here to stay, you're leaving, or you're kind of focused on yourself, on your own journey. All right, that's the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody has to view you as a major deal though, or it's not gonna work. So let's see. So what might change this? You know what I will say too, and I've said this before about Libras. Libras, they think that they're just the justice and the karma and the center of the zodiac for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel like it has something to do with that. Like maybe, Like, I don't know. I feel like, too, you want somebody to look at you like you're the glue that kind of holds something together. I feel like, too, you want somebody to, you want it to appear like you have it all together, or like something is going to be stable, but really you're still growing if you're the Knight of Pentacles. There's nothing wrong with that. But it just means like you're still on a journey growing and developing something. So you're not quite at the Queen or the King yet. So you're still growing, developing, things like that. So, all right, so you're afraid that that's your luck is going to change. All right, how is... what would change this with vision? Yeah, the Ten of Swords. I feel like it's it could be what somebody is paying attention to. What did they see before, and then we're gonna... what are they able to see now? Yeah, yeah, something new. This is, I feel like that's why you're worried about competition. It looks like there's a new, yeah, there's a whole new perspective. The Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and it's something that is, it's something that's tangible, or something else gives results here. All right, and what do you think this is going to change into with fight? So you feel like there's going to be competition, or maybe somebody will fight with you or argue with you. Yeah, you got the King of Swords, the Nine of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and then the Six of Pentacles. Let me get one more. And then the Queen of Swords. Yeah. If there's anything about marriage involved or commitment, there will be like a fight for resources or a divorce or like a breakup or a separation. There's definitely going to be a divorce here, or like a breakup. I feel like, too, somebody has to view you like you care about their emotions or something like that, and that may not be the case. All right, so what are you doing in mood here? I'm sorry, Libras. This isn't a great reading. What energy should you be in with mood, Libra? Let's see. All right, so you've got the Four of Wands. So I mean, you're worried that something's going to change into a fight, a disagreement, a like competition. That's the Five of Wands. Something right now you're being told to be the Four of Wands. You may be able to partner up with a Leo. There's the Strength card, or you're able to make something stable. I don't think you need to worry about a fight or competition, but what else can you do in the Four of Wands and the Strength card? Let's see. Yeah, you've got, yeah, the truth about fluidity. Yeah, ebbs and flows, Wheel of Fortune, things changing. I would not, don't force yourself to be happy right now. Don't force yourself to make it seem like everything's okay if you're nervous or worried. I feel like I would go back to the drawing board and see what you like. Because the thing is, you're worried about how somebody will view you. And that's the kind of thing I'm getting. So, I mean, yeah, what else is fluidity? I mean, something's just, it's ebbs and flows. It's not, yeah, guidance. I feel like, too, you want somebody to view you like you have the ability to block something out. I feel like you're not allowed to block something out. You don't really have that power. So I feel like you want somebody to view you as if you're in a powerful level or something like that. All right, well, yeah. Five of Wands, Emperor, Empress, Six of Wands. So it could be another winner, but I feel like something will work out for you if you partner up with somebody instead of, let's see, so who would you be competing with? You feel like, yeah, there's a Strength card. That Leo energy. Yeah, somebody might stop listening to you or stop focusing on something. Who might be the winner here? I feel like you have to fight with a Leo or... yeah, you got courage, spirituality, courage again, and strength. This could deal with a Leo here. Yeah, and determination and humor. So there's a Leo Capricorn energy, or like that. I feel like the Leo is going to win if you have to compete with them or something like that. There might be a little competition, but I mean, I feel like the base of it is because of perspective. So if it's about perspective, this might be about like time. It's time to learn. It's time to learn to really present who you are. Because if we're talking about perspective, it's like, all right, well, yeah, like if I got on here with, I don't know, a big blonde afro, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want them to see me without this blonde afro. I know that that's not my hair. So why would I be worried about the perspective? It's like that. It's like present what's really going on. Because I feel like you want something to come off like it's stable, it's stagnant, it's in place. I created this. I came up with these rules and regulations. I designate this, that, and the third. I'm in a position of power, or I'm following certain rules and regulations, and you're not, though. And I feel like the only reason something is going your way is literally perspective. So you can make something go your way more if you actually present who you are. Like, that's something stable. You don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just depends. All right, so that was Libra. Aries is next. Aries is next, and then Scorpio and Taurus. All right. Aries, Scorpio, and Taurus. I gotta get my MacBook screen fixed too, y'all. Apple products know how to just... All right, what's the center of the reading for the Aries? What's the center of the reading for the Aries? All right, voice, a conversation. Leo came out as voice. All right, so Leo did come out as voice. You might be having a conversation with them. This is an important conversation, important words being discussed. What role do you play here, Aries? Virgo had voice come out too. Okay, so your truth. All right, so you can see the truth about what somebody is saying. All right, you can see it. What is someone saying here? Okay, we've got leadership and peace. Capricorn did come out as peace. All right, leadership, peace, versatility, pride. Okay. Who is saying this? Okay, order. Somebody that's planning something. They're actually planning a situation. Okay, I don't really have a sign for that card yet, but in one way that I see somebody talking, they're like, yeah, that person doesn't realize that they don't see how pretty they are, or somebody doesn't see how beautiful they are, or somebody does not see how creative they are, how far they've come. This is what somebody is saying. You see the truth about what somebody's saying. Okay, so whatever they're saying, how are they trying to make it come off? Okay, what do you see about it that's really true? Oh, perspective. You feel like something's just perspective. It's not, it's just how you view it. It's just their perspective. Okay, so their perspective on what? I'm assuming a person. Interesting. Guidance. So somebody's talking about leadership. They're talking about the person who's in charge, or if they're saying that they can be a leader, it says more about the perspective of the people that are following or listening. You're gonna you're like, oh, you're just saying that because that's how you view the people who listen to this. It's like something comes off like, I guess, a compliment. We're going to clarify what it is, but it's like it comes off like a compliment, or it comes off like it's about the leader, but it's about the people who are following. It's not about the leader itself. So What energy should you be in with the information that you see? Let's see. What information should you be? I mean, what energy should you be in with the information that you have, Aries? Okay, so you should change something. All right. So what are you currently doing? So you're going to have to institute a change. Okay, you've got angels, so it could be something with a Sagittarius. And what are you going to change this into? Okay, courage. Courage to do what? Okay, strength. All right, so this is a couple ways this could go. If these are people, you're focused on a Sagittarius or you're working with a Sagittarius, and you need to change it to the courage to either do something yourself or do something with a Leo or listen to a Leo. Yeah, you got strength and power. Okay. If this is energy, right? You're a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Those are the fire signs. Those are ourselves. If you are doing something currently where you're expressing yourself out loud or expressing yourself to the public or just out in general, it's time for you to go back kind of to what Leo is your pride and your ego. So it's time to go back to being proud of yourself or doing something for yourself when there's nobody else around. Like, this is an energy where you won't need any external validation. Right now, you're okay being yourself because people validate it, but it's going to be an energy where you need to do something where, okay, nobody's looking, I'm still Aries. Again, if these are people, you'd be dependent on a Sagittarius, and it's time for you to have the courage to do something on your own or do something with a Leo or to listen to what a Leo is saying. I'm also getting to if these are people or this is how you express yourself. You could be being very nice, kind, generous, and like teaching somebody, and it's time for you to actually put your foot down. What else? How else can I read this? You got these placements. You have a Sag or a Leo placement somewhere, so y'all will see how that sees fit. I will do a video on that soon, maybe tonight or something. All right, so let's get the tarot here so you can see the truth about what's being said, and it's time for you to change what you're doing here. All right, so let's see, because it seems more like it's about the people. Now, I don't know if a Leo would give you, like a Leo may say something very like straightforward, and maybe a Sag is saying it in a more calm way. I don't I don't know if a Sag is going to do that, but maybe they are. All right, so let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Let's get 8 cards first. Okay, so the Devil card. So leadership and humor. We talked about that, or we talked about peace. There's a Capricorn involved. Let's just see. Excuse me. So this individual breaks down some sort of barrier and they start to teach, or they either get more information or they start to teach something. There's a Capricorn here. All right, the Two of Pentacles. Here's the Emperor. There you go, Aries. So somebody has if it's a Sag, they may have a Mercury or Moon in Capricorn. This Capricorn is showing you something. They're showing it to you evidently. There you are as the Emperor. There's the Queen of Swords. So somebody is saying something. There's the Empress. And then the Death card. So there's something about, there's something about women. For some of you, is if you're a woman watching this and you have like you have a child with somebody, there's an element with that as well. I feel like a woman is cutting something off. They're saying no to something. They want to cut it off and change it. There's the Death card. Let's clarify this because I don't even see where angel is. Maybe it's the Capricorn that's the angel here. What is this? Because I feel like it's the Capricorn saying it to you, or it's somebody who has organized something, planned something. They created the situation. Like, it's like if say you're at work, right, and you're in a meeting or something. This is the person that's organized the meeting. They've planned the meetup. They've got all the information. They're showing you the actual plans here. It looks like somebody's actually trying to hand you something. They're actually trying to give you something or give you like valuable information. You're able to incorporate it. But let's see. So What else are they saying with voice really quick? Yeah, there's a 10 of Pentacles. So they're saying it to a group. They're, okay. They could be talking about an investment or what you're able to get money from or something like that. Okay. And how is it supposed to come off with transition? Okay. And how are you supposed, you view it as truth though. So what do you actually see here? So one thing I see is like something appears like, okay, I'm still waiting for this. I'm still waiting for something to come in, but really somebody already has it and it has already developed. So maybe this is within yourself. You're like, I'm always waiting for something new, or I'm always waiting for like the future, but I still have things right here, right now that I can like use or appreciate. So this could be like maybe you're watching something, right, and they're talking about, like I saw a video where somebody was saying people always have a habit of waiting for the future. They always have a habit of waiting till a certain point to do something, or waiting until everything is perfect to do something, or waiting until a certain age, or waiting until this, that, and the third. But something has already arrived. It's already here. So I feel like when you're seeing the perspective on guidance, right, I feel like this is about perspective of what you're hearing. It's like of what somebody is trying to tell you to do. It looks like they're trying to guide you to do something in the moment. Like you're taking it like something has yet to come, but it's happening right now. What does it seem like we're waiting for with the Three of Wands really quick? Yeah, inspiration to do something. The Ace of Wands, that could be it. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like somebody's looking at it. You're looking at this like, okay, I'm waiting for the right opportunity, or this inspiration, or I'm waiting for the right time. But it's like there's multiple times, or there's different opportunities here. There's 7 of them in the 7 of Pentacles. Let's clarify also what else you see, and then we're going to see what you're currently doing that you can change. Yeah, the 4 of Pentacles, like there's multiples, or there's like a lot here. Something is also like saved up. Something could be saved up. Like there's no need for you to keep waiting. Okay, let's see what else we can get. So what are you currently doing in Angel Aries that you can change for yourself? Okay, the 10 of Wands. Yeah, that is Sagittarius energy, but it looks like it's heavy to you, or it's burdensome to you. I don't know if you're trying to do something else that a Sag is doing. Okay, what would you change this into? We're going to figure out what might be burdensome about that. There's your Ace of Pentacles. There's your 2 of Wands. Yeah, you can go somewhere else, or you could be doing something a hard way, like a difficult way. Yeah, you're going to be literally, you get the opportunity to start something over. The World and then the Fool. You get the opportunity to end something and then start something over. Let's see what's difficult about the 10 of Wands right here. Because I don't know what that has to... Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles. So something is still missing. Let's clarify it. Hold on, y'all. So what might be difficult for you to handle in the Sagittarius energy real quick? Okay, you got skill. It could be a skill set, skill change, and then guidance again. I don't know if you're dealing with a Libra. If these are people, it's hard for you to work or do the Sag role because of a Libra or something, or because of a skill set. What's missing in the 5 of Pentacles? Oh, dominance. Okay, what is this? Because I feel like you're comparing or something, or what is a Sag able to control or dominate that maybe you're not able to control or dominate here? Yeah, resistance and luck. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like you don't have control over the way something is going. Something is just out of your control. I don't know what that has to do with a Sag energy, but it's like something's out of your control and you're trying to change it. But you do have a new opportunity to start over with the World and the Fool card here. What are you able to end here? Okay, you've got peace. Maybe you've just been okay with just been okay with something just happening and you're not paying attention. All right, what's the new cycle for you, Aries? You got fluidity, hustle, transition, and resistance and passion. So strength can also be restraint, holding back, resisting temptations or something like that, because we have resistance, and that's what Sag was able to control. Hey there, welcome on Twitch. Okay, all right, that's your reading. What else is what other energy should you be in, Aries? Yeah, you got the Knight of Pentacles. There's the Ten of Cups again, and then the Strength again. Eight of Cups and then the Magician. Yeah, so I feel like you need to go back to the drawing board. It just looks like if we're talking about the fire signs, we're going from Sag, Leo to Aries. Just time to maybe re-see who you are again for yourself, or make sure that you're not doing something for a whole bunch of people as well, because in the zodiac, the signs starting at Libra and forward, those are signs of like other individuals, right? Those are signs of other people, groups of people. So maybe if it's in the Sag energy, they're able to teach something, or they're able to handle large groups of people or something like that. And Aries, you don't, maybe you don't do that very well yet, or you don't want to do that. It looks like it's something that's difficult for you with the Ten of Wands. It's too much baggage or it's too much work. I don't know why it's easier for them. I don't know. But that is your reading. That was Aries. I think we got Taurus and Scorpio left. Yeah, well, Scorpio and then Taurus. All right, and then we'll be done. Make sure y'all check out the deck in the store. I will be shipping them out, so make sure y'all, get your decks. And then the Oracle deck is coming up next for y'all. I will be working on that today. All right, let's see. Scorpios. Scorpios. Shout out to the Scorpios. Thank y'all for tuning in, by the way. All right, what is the energy surrounding the Scorpios? I have got, you know what I need to do? Let me write a reminder to myself to take off that AI summary on TikTok, because that summary, it be wrong. So now it's on my next page, because that don't be all wrong. Okay. What's the center of the reading for the Scorpios? What's going on, Scorpios? Getting y'all business a little bit. All right, transition. You guys are the Death card. Y'all are changes and transitions, but something is going from one place to the next. This could be a literal, like a movement, relocation, changing jobs. But if it is a way of thinking or behavior, it can be a transition from that to the next as well. All right, so what are we transitioning from? Let's see. What is the starting point? Okay, we've got truth. There could be an Aries involved here. And what are we transitioning to? So we see the truth. Yeah, fluidity. So this is the Aries. They saw the truth. They're going to go with the flow here, or... All right, what did we see the truth about really quick? Okay, humor. All right, now the Capricorn did have humor. But if we see the truth about humor and somebody is going to transition to fluidity, it's basically a scenario where something's not going to be happy all the time. You're never going to be happy all day, every day. There is nothing on this planet that is always going to make you happy. Even if you have your favorite joke in the world, if you hear that joke 50 times, you're eventually going to stop laughing. So it's fluidity. Something's not always going to be happy, good, whatever. You got to, you got to deal with the ebbs and flows of things and things like that. Somebody may think that something is always going to be consistently good. All right, so we're going to deal with the ebbs and flows here. All right, what other role do you play here, Scorpio? You are water, so that could be you as well. But what role do you play here, Scorpios? Okay, knowledge. There's a lot of people that had knowledge today. So what do you know here, Scorpio? What do you have knowledge about? Okay, innovation and strength. All right, we know something about a Leo here and then power. Yes. Okay. Ooh, that might be my package. Hold on, y'all. That might be my second package. I hope it is, because that's just in time. I can ship that back out. This is it. Ooh, my earring. Should be 25. Feels like it's out. Yeah, he gets one deck of that. Okay. All right, I'm back. So my replacement card came just in time, y'all. So I got my replacement card for the deck. I had an issue. All right, so you guys have knowledge, innovation, strength, and power. You know how to, I feel like for you, you know how to get your voice heard. You may have a Leo placement. I'm feeling like Aries, Leo here. All right, you got, yeah, see, there it is. Courage and angel. So we're going Aries, Leo, and then the courage to express yourself, I guess, out in public. Literally, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If these are people, we know that somebody like a Leo is able to instill courage into a Sagittarius. There it is again, the strength card again. Okay, so this is about like consistency, consistently being ourselves, consistently showing up, things like that. If you have a Leo placement, you know how to get somebody to be courageous or to like be themselves or something like that. What other energy should you be in with this information, Scorpios? Okay, love. Love for who? So you need to be kind or nice or generous. Okay, you got intuition, change, and then voice. All right. So be nice, kind, generous. You're going to do something out of love here for someone. It could be somebody that's, I guess, following their intuition or something like that. All right, so let's get 8 cards, Scorpios. Okay, yeah, intuition, a high priestess. So somebody is intuitive. Now, out of love, maybe you have to confirm that somebody is intuitive. Maybe they don't know, they don't trust themselves, things like that. All right, so we got the High Priestess of 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Cups came out in the Libra reading. But like I said, we're talking about fluidity here. So this person intuitively knows, okay, bet this is a sad moment or there's a regret here. It's going to get better or I'm going to have another opportunity. Yeah, there's fluidity with the moon. All right. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this does have something to do with Libra energy. Not sure what that means for you guys. You may have a Libra placement. All right, 9 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Yeah, there's the Hangman. The truth about humor. Literally, I have pulled all of the cups. I pulled 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and then you have the Hangman. So, it's ups and downs. I feel like, too, there could be the truth about what you think is fun, funny, enjoyable. All right, so what do we see? What is the truth about humor? I feel like it's temporary, or like I said, things are not always happy. All right, versatility, self-love, and luck. Let me get one more, and in order. So it can also be a situation where we're talking about you're going to be you find a way to make yourself comfortable, right? You find a way to pacify yourself. You find a way to make sure that things are good around you, even when stuff is up and down. All right, so that's basically the best part about this. All right, so what do you have knowledge about here? All right, so there's the new perspective. You may know that somebody has a new perspective like this. All right, so somebody is reserving themselves and they're also making a decision to, they receive money, so they're making a clear decision on what to do with that money. All right, knowledge is power, 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like, too, they're learning that how to build something up. It is increasing. Okay, what would you be doing out of love here, Scorpio? I got hungry just in time. Okay, the world. So you're going to put something to an end. You're going to stop doing something out of love here. Okay, you may present something to a Cancer. Let's see. What are you going to put to an end out of love? Okay, a trap mindset. Oh. So you're going to be more open-minded. That's cool. All right. Trap mindset about what? Okay, about focusing. Okay, we got personality. There's love again. A trap mind. This could be also a trap mindset about what it means to be loving. Sometimes you have to be loving and in something, or stop doing something, or leave somebody alone, or something like that. What is somebody's intuition telling them as well? Oh, so they know you have a trap mindset, connectivity. That's what it is. It's a trap mindset. So you're going to try to be, your advice is to be loving. So that doesn't mean that you're going to automatically do that. The advice is to be loving. Right now, you're in knowledge. You're not dumb. You know what's going on. Let's see, what else are you in knowledge real quick? You got the Ace of Swords. You have the new perspective. Yeah, there's a Six of Wands. All right, well, it's like you've already successfully completed this. You already know this. All right, what is going to be the new cycle? Okay, the Emperor. I feel like, too, you're going to let somebody be themselves. Because if you have a trap mindset about, like, somebody's personality, maybe you feel like they're a show-off, or you don't like the way that they act or something like that. But the new cycle is the Emperor. They're able to... I feel like you have to let somebody be themselves or something like that. Let's see what else the new cycle is with Emperor. Oh. Yeah, the strength, fight, and then respect. All right. I feel like, Scorpio, you're also conflict. Okay. That's going down a rabbit hole a little bit. Okay. Let's see. What else you going to put it into? Because I know how to say that, but I want to be careful with how I say it. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Devil card, Ten of Swords, and then the Ten of Pentacles. You're gonna just have to let somebody be themselves. But that's your advice, though. That's your own advice. It depends on if you take it or not. Really quick, I see you asking for Sag. We did that back at 73 minutes, so that's an hour and 13. All right, Taurus is last but not least, and I'm getting hungry, and y'all know how that goes. Okay, so when we get to the last sign, y'all don't always get the best reading, but that's okay. That is okay. We're gonna rock out. All right. Make sure y'all check the deck out. I got the corrected card. Thank God. So I will be shipping these out tomorrow. So order them today. And then I'll be working on the Oracle deck over the weekend. So hopefully I'll have that by the end of next week. I'm very excited. Very pressed. I love this deck. It came out so cute. And it's very high quality. Shout out to the printers. I gotta gatekeep them. All right, let's see. Because I don't need nobody taking them and messing it up for me. Okay, Tauruses. That's timestamp. I did. All right, what's the center of the reading for the Tauruses? Oh, also, guys, if y'all want to book readings, book them as well. Because I do have a reading to do today. So... definitely you want to get your reading in there so I can do it today. All right, what's the center of the reading for my Tauruses? Let's see. Thank you for watching. All right, so we got ambition. So this is about consistency, our career, building something up. This was also Aquarius's advice. Their advice was ambition, to allow something to build up or stay consistent. All right, what role do you play here, Tauruses? All right, sexuality, you could be here with a Gemini, or you are partnered up with someone. Are you either in a Gemini's position, or you're thinking, you're trying to make a decision? Or you're just partnered up with somebody with sexuality. All right. What other energy should you be in here, Taurus? Okay, so you should be in humor as well. Capricorn also had humor. All right, so you need to see the irony in something. If the center of the reading is ambition and you should be in humor, you might be able to take a day off, enjoy yourself this weekend, things like that. Surround yourself with family, friends, stuff like that. Shout out to whoever just ordered that. Thank you. Oh, I see. Thank you, Aisha. Fellow Aisha. Okay, so humor. Enjoy something, laugh, go out. All right, what would you enjoy here? What would you enjoy for yourself, Taurus? Or see the irony? Superstition, angel, and healing. Something's ironic. Libra came out as worried. And then there's something about worrying about a Sagittarius. What does a Sag have to... Okay. All right, we'll see. Let's see. Maybe you were... Something's ironic about worrying about a Sagittarius healing or fixing something. Sag was the center of their own reading, and they did block out like self-esteem or insecurities. All right, so let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Yeah, there's the 9 of Swords. Okay, I did literally just give the message about the Libra being worried, but there's the anxiety. So there's a worry. Yeah, so somebody is worried about this Sagittarius creating something, or if it's a Sag, it's ironic that they're worried or something like that. Or it's ironic. Somebody's worried about a Sag though. So that Sag is expressing themselves, creating something. All right, here's a new journey or a new thing. 4 of Pentacles, King of Swords, and then the 2 of Wands. There's the 10. So this is it's about an Aries or something. What? All right, let's see. What role do you play here in sexuality? What are you doing in sexuality, Taurus? See, you're the Ace of Wands. I feel like somebody is turned on by you. This looks very sexual. I'm not going to lie. Somebody's either turned on by you, or you're inspiring a Capricorn. All right, on a non-sexual level, like you're tied to this Capricorn, but I feel like something is sexual. You turn somebody on or something like that, or you inspired somebody. All right. Now, remember, the Aries reading is tied into this a little bit. So you could have inspired the person who said something to that Aries. All right. What should you be doing in humor? So see the irony, or something is ironic, or... What should you do in humor? Yeah, you've got the World. So I feel like you're going to see something at the end that is ironic. It's ironic. There's the Aries right there. It's an Aries and a Leo. You might need to see like there's some irony with an Aries and a Leo. Something's ironic about that. The Sag isn't even here. I don't even see Angel here at all. Okay, so let's see. So in the end, so what's ironic about this? I'm assuming was there any reason to be worried? What's ironic is that something changed. What does the Sagittarius have to do with it? What's Angel? Connectivity, power, and leadership. Yeah, that's what something's connected here. But somebody's worried about a Sag and then something changes. So what was the scenario before? Like, that's ironic, or... Okay, there's truth. And then what does it change into? Passion. This is the thing. I feel like... I feel like somebody, the funny part is like somebody forgets everything for sex. Somebody forgets everything that they've ever learned or known or anything as soon as they want to have sex or as soon as they're like turned on by somebody. What? You're gonna see that? What is the truth? Let's see. Truth here. And then what changes this? I feel like too, something is consistent. Somebody's working and building it up. There's a Cancer. What does it change into? And it's just like, yeah, it's like somebody just gets distracted out of nowhere. This is a person. A Cancer comes in and distracts somebody from what they're working on or building. Or like something is consistent. I don't know what you have to do with this, but I feel like you're going to see that in the end. All right. Or that could be the irony. Like, if this is within you, it's like, that's ironic that I was worried about that. I was consistently building something up and I just got distracted. Why was I worried? All I had to do was continue building something up. But I feel like you just need to see the irony in something. It looks like it's a Cancer. Now, remember, we were talking about also that the Libra was worried about how Cancer will view them. And I'm just putting signs out there just in case you're dealing with or have these signs in your chart. It was like, yeah, something's being built up. It's consistent and then you just get distracted. All right, but you have humor. So you came out as humor with the World. So what would you be putting to an end here? Okay, being the Queen of Swords. All right, so you're going to stop being like this. Maybe you're being very harsh or... Okay, what will be your new cycle? I don't know who you're being harsh to. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. So maybe you're going to try to be like nicer or something. What were you being harsh towards? Or you're like cutting somebody off? You're being real strict? Oh, you're being, I don't know if you're being mean to like somebody here. So if this is if you're a woman watching this and somebody's like flirting with you or approaching you, that's because they're attracted to you. I feel like that's what this is about. Like somebody's actually attracted to you or they're flirting with you. So I don't know what that had to do with the Sag energy at all. I don't know what that had to do with it. What is the Temperance or what's Angel? Yeah, the Eight of Swords, the Death card, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Two of Pentacles. They have a trap perspective of a Scorpio. If you were worried about a Scorpio or something like that, that Sagittarius does not even... The way they view Scorpios, this is odd. This is odd to explain. It's like, okay, say there's like something about dating, right? And that Scorpio is coming to you. This Sag doesn't... They view a Scorpio the same way every time. They don't... How do they view the Scorpio, or they're connected to a Scorpio or something like that, or how do they view that energy? Yeah, mood. They don't... Mood, passion, and love. They don't even... this is hard to explain. Like, if you're worried about a Sagittarius coming back, they can't... They see that Scorpio as if... Like that Scorpio doesn't like them or is not attracted to them or regrets being with them. So like if you're worried about like a love triangle, you're like, wow, why was I even worried about that? They don't even think they like them, or they don't even like, I don't know. I feel like that's what it is. How do they view Scorpio energy? Who is this? Taurus? They feel like that person does not like them. Yeah, this is how they view that energy. They feel like that person hates them, doesn't like them, is mean to them. Yeah, so I don't know what it has to pertain to. It says the center of the reading is ambition. So they view all... This person, a Sag, views all Scorpios the same. Or... I don't know if you're worried about that person dating them. Because that's the irony, is like, damn, I'm worried about that Sag forgiving that Scorpio or healing something or fixing. They do not... they don't even view them the right way, or they don't view that person in that manner or something. All right, well, that's your reading. All right, guys, I'm going to timestamp this. Shout out to the people who ordered decks. They will be going out. What time? Is 1 o'clock? You know, the post office. I was thinking about definitely tomorrow. So I don't want to they're going to be shipped out tomorrow. You'll get the notification. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't ordered a deck yet, make sure you get yours. I will be shipping them tomorrow. And you know, post office closed on Sunday. So you won't get it until Monday. It won't be shipped out until Monday. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Again, same notice for the people that want readings. Get your readings in so I can do them today. You can get them by tonight. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all later. Oh, also, really quick, I am thinking about doing later on today or tonight an astrology video for birth charts. So if you're interested in seeing that, make sure y'all subscribe and turn on notifications, all that good stuff. All right, y'all. See y'all later.